Hello, it's been a busy couple of months for me. I have given up my old allotment, so that's now gone. I've handed it over to a lovely young family. They've got lots of great plans. They're going to have chickens. They've kept lots of my flowers and plants that I've left up there for them, and I've now moved fully onto my new allotment. Even though everything has now been harvested and I've moved away from the other plot, I haven't been resting on my laurels. I've been really busy sowing lots of hardy annuals because I want so many more flowers next year. So I will show you how all my little seedlings are coming along. I've been looking at putting in onions and garlic because that was probably one of my favourite harvests from last year. The onions came out so beautifully. They've just been amazing, and we've got a few left, but we're almost finishing them now, so I'm doubling that this year. And so my focus for this month really is on preparing the ground for next year, looking at the things I can put in it to overwinter, getting rid of more weeds on my new allotment, and generally kind of preparing the ground. So anyway, I will share with you little snips and clips of what I've been up to this month. It's that most gorgeous time of year when everything's falling from the trees now. They are bestowing us with their gold. It's all over the floor behind me, as you can see. So I've been putting a lot of energy into gathering up all these leaves. Leaf mould is just the most amazing thing for the garden. So it's free. Compost is getting really, really expensive. So I've been collecting loads of leaves. I've read that oak, beech and hazel makes some of the best leaf mould, and as you can see there's no shortage of any of those here. So on my dog walks I've been going out, taking a bag each day and bringing them back to compost. So here's my slug defence. I've put a wreath of stinging nettles all the way along the front, back and sides. Apparently that's supposed to work. They don't like stinging nettles and won't cross them, so I'm going to give it a go. I rather like it actually, it looks quite festive. So yeah, wreath making done today. Needed a lot of protection though because I did get stung a few times. But let's see how that works. I've had the nettle wreath down for a few weeks now and it's worked in some situations but not in others. The slugs have definitely got a preference for some of the seedlings. So I'm going to show you, we can have a little look, see which ones have fared well and which ones I'm going to have to start again. At first glance it all looks quite promising. Some things are really thriving and happy up here. So if we have a little look, I've got some snapdragons, lupins, orleia. There are some sweet williams. They're doing fine, as are the Amy and the Dorcas. These little rudbeckia are hanging in there as well. On this couple of trays, I've got stocks which are bounding along. I'm going to need to repot them or get them in the ground. And sweet williams. Our Camilla mollis is untouched, but the larkspur is gone. And this one's Rudbeckia gloriosa and that's gone as well. But the lupins and the snapdragons are fine. Over here we've got more lupins, snapdragons. I think we've got some more orleia and Amy. got some feverfew back there, that's looking happy. These little cold frames, there's more sweet Williams and there's some very straggly looking sweet peas in amongst that. I need to pinch out and cheer up. But they have all beaten the slugs so far. This little cold frame has had the sheep's wool underneath and I have left it open, so there's lots of opportunity for the slugs. This one has foxgloves growing and snapdragons, and they're all fine so far. So those, well, they did really well last year, snapdragons, so I don't think slugs like those. So the cardboard is 2 layers thick, and I've made sure I've put a big overlap so that no light gets in where they meet. If so much as one little chink of light gets in, then guarantee the weeds and the grass are going to pop back up. And then the wooden sides are literally just to hold the compost in place. I'll take them away as soon as the beds have settled down. I'm feeling quite pleased with the things I've got done in end of October and November. So I've now got a bed full of onions, I've got a bed full of garlic, half of the allotment is covered with weed membrane, and I've started off lots of hardy annual flowers. I've lost a few to the slugs. I'm not entirely sure the nettle wreath is doing its job. I did see 2 snails snoozing on it while I trimmed some more. Anyhow, haven't seen many slugs, so that's a bonus. So I'm quite pleased now. I've got one end of the allotment looking like it's under control, but the other half is still completely untamed and a bit wild. I will worry about that in the spring. I've managed to get one of the compost bins filled to the top with leaves, and I gave it a little water just to help it get going because they were really dry. This one is mainly horse manure, but I was running out of room for the leaves, so I threw a few in top of there. And then I've got another compost bin which is all the kitchen and garden waste. I hope you're having a really lovely autumn and the weather's not too cruel to you. I will see you all in December.